I just had like more concerns about everyone slacking off with certain things in the gang.
Okay.
Like mostly one of the things I noticed, not many people have been pushing because obviously I keep track of who's buying what. So I haven't seen many sales as of lately. So what I was saying to Reggie is I feel like I understand we can't force people into doing things, but my thoughts on joining a gang, regardless, you know, if we're south side, north side, wherever we are, right? There's certain things that we got to do to make sure the gang runs smoothly.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like there is things that we should expect from everyone to do every day. For example, selling 200 bags of weed a day is not a fucking big deal. If we need mats, you know, urgently, if people can't afford to be buying it or the gang can't afford to be buying it, we should all, you know, be making groups, whatnot, going and getting mats every day. What else was there? You know, not having to chase people up for gang tax. Like I understand a week or two, but when you're seeing like this 4 weeks and up, people haven't been paying. Like I don't know. I feel like people have got it too easy, and you know, shit needs to change a little bit.
Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, especially since Jaden, who's technically in charge of IRS, is not around due to reasons. Like, you know, he's busy. I feel like in terms of that shit, it's up to us lieutenants to take care of that, mainly. Underbosses and lieutenants to be collecting that shit. The way it is right now, unless you literally walk up to them and be like, give me gang tax, they're gonna play it by ear and go on the whole week. That's one thing. Two, the weed shit. It pisses me off just as much. I mean, besides today, late EU was 10 people pushing. The last few days, no one fucking pushing. And there was also the days I was waking up, like, for example, like NA, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I would find the rep at fucking 28, and then just me, JT, and fucking, let's say, Rico, and it's just 3 of us fucking having to work our ass off for 2-3 hours. Annoying as shit. You know what I mean? So it's one thing when you do it as a group, you know, and you're having fun, you're yip yapping, you're out together, and you're having fun, right? It's another thing when you have to fucking do it and drag yourself to do it. You know what I mean? Like, it's just
that's what I'm
different.
saying. Like, that's the thing that's annoying me, right? It's getting left on just certain people's
Perez,
shoulders.
yeah, but not that I know.
The way I see it, this is like, if I had a say, bro, this would be the rule, right? You want to be on the Hideout app to go do roof running and shit like that, you have to sell and buy a minimum of 250 bags, sling it every day, and pay your tax on time. You don't do that, you're kicked off the Hideout. Go figure out another way to make money then. When you're ready to make Hades a priority, then you can be a part of all the shit that will benefit you and the gang at the same time. If you're just going to worry about yourself, then go figure out how to make money on your own.
Yeah, and honestly, like
that's how I see it.
We've added Rico and Diego to the app, who definitely pushed for sure. Like, that's been a little bit of a fucking relief. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like, I've been trying. Like, I know I haven't pushed the last couple of days, bro, but I'm growing like constantly.
Yeah, but it needs to be. Thing is, for everyone else, it just needs to be a routine. You know what I mean? Like, just push together a little bit. Like, you know, even for fucking you push together for an hour, just a few people, you'll get that shit up easily in no time. You know what I mean? The thing is, we just need to bring people together and do shit.
Yeah.
If you're growing, I would much prefer you not pushing. The only reason is it opens up investigation on you, track you on that kind of shit. Your choice.
Yeah.
The main reason I don't do it is just simply because I got this house here.
Yeah, fair enough.
For me to get done, just be careful with what you do.
Another thing is materials. I mean, like, for example, so far, I know the boys, even like, for example, like Dragon's boys, who are, even though they say they're not, they're pretty sure they're pretty burnt out on fucking doing materials because they've done that shit for fucking
thing.
ever.
Like, why do we have to rely on side crews and all that shit to do it when we have
just gonna add on
people
to that.
in our gang? You know what I mean? That
one big pointer is we also don't want to tank someone's rep in something. So, for example, my mechanic stuff, if I do sanitation for a couple of hours, that's zeroed out.
Yeah.
And then that means I've got to spend 3 days getting it back.
Yeah, that's fine. One more thing is,
but see, that's a reasoning behind it, right? That's not just being pure laziness or saying, "Oh, I don't want to do Sadie. That's boring." Like when I hear that, I'm just like, bro. Well, sometimes you got to do boring shit to get somewhere in life. You know what I mean? It's just whatever.
Yeah,
you're not the only person doing it. I don't know. It's just like some people I feel like use excuses. Like, for example, Louis, he's a lieutenant. He doesn't have to do half the shit that I'm mentioning, but he called me up the other day and said, "Are you free? Let's go do Sunny." Like, he doesn't have to be doing that shit either. That's why I say as well, like, regardless of our ranks or whoever's rank as well, they should still be putting in their work.
Truth.
maybe not as much, but you know, set an example for everyone else.
Yeah.
The gang has so much potential, but I just feel like there's no
I will
set
say Mono.
structure. Like I feel like so much. Like I was saying this to Perez the other day. There's certain rules and shit that should have been implemented from the beginning. Because now the issue is, if we change anything, this is when we're going to hear the cry. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's going to be like another thing to deal with.
I will say though, it's gonna naturally slow down a little bit, but it's really up to pretty much those staying around, pretty much Perez, us, and whoever's gonna be around the upcoming week or so to make sure shit is running smooth, honestly.
Yeah, but see, like the way I see it, I'm like, okay, well, the bosses are, you know, leaving. They're having their little trip. This is where our time to show them that we can hold it down and still continue doing what we're doing, you know, whether they're here or not.
Yeah, pretty much up
And
the
that's
shit.
how it should be as well, without us having to tell people common sense too. It's just, I don't know. I'm just like dumbfounded to how people don't see. Like, I don't know how to like word it properly. I understand we can't force people to do certain things, but there just needs to be a set, like, not a list, but people just need to do what they need to do for the gang first, and then worry about having fun and doing whatever they want to
No,
do
exactly.
afterwards.
Like for example, fucking something. It could be
Priorities.
something as simple as making the fucking GPU and CPU. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like
go on.
other people need to hear this shit. You know what I mean? Like,
This is the thing. I was saying, Reggie, if I had to say, like, I don't care, because Reggie was saying, like, you know, if he brought it up or whatever, people are going to get upset. If I was to bring this up and I had to say and people got upset, I don't care. If you're upset, you don't want to put in the work, don't join the gang. That's how I see things. Like, and that's not my, you know, that's me being cool about things. Like, I'm not being too much of a hard ass. I just see it as like, people's priorities need to be set, and that's it. We have, you know, a couple of things that we expect you to do every day. Once you've done that, go do whatever the fuck you want. It doesn't take long. How long does it take to sling 200 bags?
yeah.
An hour, hour and a half? What the fuck is that?